What would you do if you became severely wounded, ill, or injured? How would you help your fellow airmen when tragedy strikes their lives? My name is Marcia Gonzalez, and I am the Branch Chief of Warrior Care Support for the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program. During the next few moments, you will be connected to the program's mission and have your eyes open to what it truly means to care beyond duty. Headquartered at Joint Base San Antonio, Randolph, Texas, the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program is a congressionally mandated, federally funded program that is functionally aligned under the Air Force Personnel Center. Every branch of service has its own specific program, but we are your official Air Force Wounded Warrior Program. Our mission is straightforward. We provide personalized care and services for wounded, ill, or injured airmen and their families and caregivers across the entire Air Force. We advocate for our airmen to return to active duty first, and if that is absolutely not possible, then we ensure an educated, coordinated, and personalized transition into veteran status. Our program focuses on specific personal and family needs and includes programs that cover unique situations throughout an airman's recovery process and beyond. But what exactly does that mean? An Air Force Wounded Warrior is any seriously or very seriously wounded, ill, or injured airman identified on a casualty report, a Purple Heart recipient, recommended by the medical community as having a highly complex medical condition, or have been referred to the Disability Evaluation System for post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury, or other mental health conditions. Essentially, the moment an airman is wounded, ill, or injured, their connection with our program begins. At the end of the day, our program is focused on providing restorative care to the men and women in our program. Every wound, illness, or injury is different, and the goal is to provide a refined, simplified transition back to duty or into civilian life, ensuring our warriors are well equipped to successfully manage any challenge they face. Once enrolled in our program, we identify a care management team that plays an essential role during each warrior's personal recovery process. This team consists of the airman, their caregiver, and family, along with members of their unit to include leadership and coworkers. All of these critical elements of the team work hand in hand with their medical team and the Air Force Wounded Warrior Care Team to ensure the greatest possible outcome. The first person from our program they will encounter is the Recovery Care Coordinator. At 42 locations across the Air Force, our Recovery Care Coordinators identify the needs of the airmen and the families they are assigned and help them establish goals centered on recovery. They do this by coordinating both medical and non-medical services with subject matter experts at the Air Force Personnel Center and military treatment facilities in their region. They also have a direct reach back to our non-medical case managers who provide an additional element of the care management team to include post-service benefits and entitlements counseling, as well as ensuring continued medical care for our warriors. The tireless support of the RCC and the non-medical case managers creates a continuity of care and truly promotes the mentality of taking care of our airmen and their families. For those warriors unable to return to duty, our Empowerment and Transition team is here to help navigate and simplify the transition back into civilian life. Our team provides support with resume writing and preparation, interview skills, and overall job search assistance, building on the foundation of programs offered by local Airman and Family Readiness Centers across the Air Force. The success of our warriors relies heavily on the strength of their support system at home. This is where our caregiver support program comes in. They connect caregivers with one another, establishing caring and attentive networks, providing the tools they need to help caregivers learn, grow, and develop in the most fulfilling way possible. The Caregiver Support Program is an instrumental part of the Wounded Warriors Comprehensive Recovery Plan with the aim of building resilient families. Caregivers taking care of one another, sharing ideas, beliefs, and truly understanding what each other experiences makes this powerful network of giving and compassionate hearts successful. Because a caregiver's intangible bond with their warrior is what makes this program an invaluable resource, one that revitalizes each member and gives them the strength and encouragement to persevere against all odds and thrive in their new normal. The Warrior Care Division at the Air Force Personnel Center provides non-medical case management and personalized support to all Air Force wounded warriors. They provide this through 6 regional warrior care events held annually that integrate all programs into one resiliency-focused event with the goal of strengthening the mental, physical, spiritual, and social well-being of our warriors and their caregivers. CARE is an acronym representing the elements of the AFW2 support programs: caregiver support, adaptive sports and ambassador workshop, recovering airman mentorship program and the resiliency programs, and empowerment in transition. During these CARE events, the caregiver support program provides personalized support to caregivers who are caring for a wounded, ill, or injured warrior. Here, caregivers can expect to connect with other caregivers to form a support network where they can share their experiences, wisdom, and skills. Attendees are armed with successful coping tools to assist them with managing stress, communicate more effectively, taking care of their own mental health, and managing demanding situations. A variety of adaptive sports are offered by the highly trained and certified coaches we employ and are adapted to meet individual warriors' abilities. During these events, we identify warriors demonstrating the competitive potential, placing them in a developmental track where they receive coaching and nutrition counseling and may compete for positions on the Warrior Games team during the annual Air Force trials. The Ambassador Workshop is a comprehensive program to help warriors and caregivers tell their deeply personal stories of recovery and resiliency. They have the opportunity to use their platform to bring a reality to resiliency and use their experiences to educate airmen across the Air Force about the life-changing benefits of our program. The Recovering Airmen Mentorship Program develops mentors and connects warriors with their peers to promote and encourage healing. We integrate trained mentors into teams of 15 to 20 warriors, shadowing members of our staff to provide a first-hand opportunity to experience the mentorship role, preparing them for their assignment as a peer mentor. Social resiliency programming is always a part of each CARE event and includes spiritual opportunities along with art, music, yoga, journaling, photography, and comedy sessions. The Empowerment in Transition workshop hones employment skills in a small class setting with a personalized approach building on the foundation of what warriors have learned throughout their careers. We work hard to provide compassion and support on an individual basis and meet each airman, their caregiver, and families where they are along their recovery journey. We must all work together to create environments that empower one another to seek support early and often, regardless of rank or career field. This is exactly why our program exists. Through non-medical care, speaking opportunities, CARE events, and adaptive sports competitions, our program has the privilege of educating airmen on the ongoing efforts within the Air Force Wounded Warrior program. This gives us the unique opportunity to increase the connectedness of our Air Force and directly engage with airmen who may be struggling and looking for help. It's easy for us to talk about resiliency and caring and hope that it somehow evokes change. We all know too well that there's a difference between what we say we value and what our airmen actually experience. However, our program is striving to create a culture of caring within the Air Force, and that starts with each of you.